The greatest threat to your family in 2026 didn't arrive with a bang. It didn't break down your front door or smash your windows. It didn't announce its presence with a threat. Instead, it arrived in a sleek white box, wrapped in plastic, with a promise of connectivity. We call it the digital Trojan Horse. For a decade, we believed the lie that more connected meant more together. We were told that high-speed internet would bring the world to our children, and for a while we marveled at the convenience. But while we were looking at the world was looking at our children. While we were sharing our lives on the feed, the algorithm was stealing the souls of our homes. In 2026, the home is no longer a sanctuary. It is a data point. The walls of our houses have become transparent. Every smart device, every always-on microphone, and every personalized feed is a crack in the foundation of your paternal authority. We have become fragmented fathers, leading families that are physically together but spiritually exiled, each member sitting on the same couch, yet traveling through different, algorithmically curated universes. This is the second installment of The Architect of Home. Today, we are moving beyond the silent leader and into the construction of the digital fortress. We are going to learn how to rebuild the walls, how to guard the gates, and how to ensure that the only influence in your child's life is yours. Stay with us. And if you have not joined the Hope Alive family yet, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more from our channel. In the book of Nehemiah, we see a man brokenhearted over a city with no walls. Why? Because a city without walls is a city without an identity. It is a city that belongs to whoever happens to walk through it. As a father, you are the Nehemiah of your household. The digital fortress is not about fear. It is about stewardship. In the 2026 landscape, neutrality is a death sentence for your child's character. There is no such thing as a safe internet that you haven't personally fortified. The algorithm is not a tool. It is a predator designed to harvest the dopamine of your son and the insecurities of your daughter. The theology of the wall tells us that we must have a defined border. Just as God set boundaries for the sea and boundaries for Eden, the Father must set boundaries for the digital entry. If you don't define what is allowed in, the world will define what is allowed out. If you are tired of the digital drift, in your home, if you are ready to stop being a spectator and start being a sentinel, type fortress in the comments. Let's mark this moment as the day the walls go back up. If you're looking to build a true masterclass home for your family in 2026, we have to move beyond just theory. We need to get into the nitty-gritty, the how-to, with the precision of a master builder. Think of your home as a fortress. I'm going to share 7 pillars that represent the structural integrity of that fortress. If even one of these pillars is weak, the whole structure is compromised. But if all of them are strong, you create a true sanctuary. A place where the spirit has room to breathe, and your children have the space to truly grow and thrive. Let's start with pillar 1, the hardwired heart. This is all about your home's physical infrastructure. In this day and age, Wi-Fi isn't a luxury. It's like the very air we breathe inside our homes. But here's the catch. Wi-Fi is also the single most difficult element to control. It's invisible, it goes right through walls, and it follows your kids into the dark corners of their bedrooms, long after you've said goodnight. So architecturally, we need a shift in thinking. We're moving away from the invisible signal and going back to the reliability of a physical connection. Wherever possible, you need to move your stationary devices, things like your TVs, gaming consoles, work PCs, and any desktop stations off the Wi-Fi and onto good old-fashioned Ethernet cables. Now you can do this by running Cat 6 or even Cat 8 cables through your walls for a really clean setup. Or you can use something called power line adapters, which use your home's existing electrical wiring to create a network connection. It's simpler than it sounds. When you hardwire your house, you are literally taking back the on-off switch. A device that's physically plugged into a wall is a device that can be physically managed. But more importantly, it allows you to completely disable the Wi-Fi at night without cutting off the essential systems of your home. You eliminate that invisible pull that keeps a child scrolling under the covers when they should be sleeping. You're setting a clear boundary with technology. You're telling it, you have a place in this home, and you have a tether. You do not get to roam free in this sanctuary. This is the first foundational step to building a healthier, more connected home. Stay tuned as we explore the next pillar in our series. Let's talk about the second pillar, the DNS Gatekeeper. Most dads, with the best intentions, leave their digital front doors wide open. Why? because they don't speak the language of the web. They rely on parental control apps on the phone. But let's be real, any tech-savvy teen can get around those in minutes. This isn't just another filter. This is a gatekeeper that works at the router level. Imagine it like a water filtration system for your entire home's internet. Before a single piece of data even gets into your house, it has to pass through this gatekeeper first. So how do you set this up? You can use powerful tools like NextDNS Cloudflare for families or clean browsing. By simply changing the DNS settings on your home router, you can block ads, trackers, malware, and most importantly, pornography, before it ever has a chance to appear on any screen in your home. Think of this as your spiritual guard standing at the door. It's the practical application of Psalm 101. 3. I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes. You are literally making it difficult for darkness to find a path into your home and into your children's hearts. Pillar 3. The analog hour, dopamine regulation. The brain of a child in 2026 is under a constant dopamine siege. Every notification, every short, every like is a micro hit of dopamine that rewires their ability to focus, to pray, and to feel content. The digital fortress requires a daily ceasefire. Between the hours of 6 p.m. and 8 p.m., the fortress enters total analog mode. This is not a punishment. It is a recalibration. Scientific research in 2026 shows that the human brain requires at least 2 hours of low stimulus environment to enter the deep thinking state required for spiritual growth. All phones, smartwatches, and tablets go into the phone garage. The background TV is silenced. The house is filled with the sounds of plates, conversation, and perhaps soft music. You are teaching your children that they are not users or consumers. They are human beings made for connection. Pillar 4. The device inventory audit of influence. Do you know every microphone in your house? In 2026, our homes are filled with listeners. From the smart fridge to the toy robot, everything is gathering data. Once a month, as the architect, you must perform a walkthrough of the home. This is a deliberate audit of influence. If a device has a camera, a microphone, or a Wi-Fi chip, it must be justified. If a device does not serve the mission of the home, it loses its citizenship in the fortress. Does that smart speaker actually help your family pray, or is it just an eavesdropper for an advertising algorithm? If it's the latter, it goes. You are the only one with the authority to decide who gets to speak into your family's private life. Pillar 5. The algorithmic shield. We have been lied to. We've been told that parental controls, blocking the bad, are enough. They aren't. In an era of AI-generated content, the bad is evolving faster than any filter can keep up with. The digital fortress operates on a whitelist, not a blacklist. A blacklist tries to stop the bad. A whitelist only allows the good. This is a shift from reactive filtering to proactive curation. You don't ask, is this app okay? You ask, is this app necessary for their growth? You choose the YouTube channels, you choose the podcasts, and you choose the games. You are the curator of the kingdom in your home. You are providing a shield of high-quality, life-giving content that protects them from the sludge of the general feed. Pillar 6. The transparency mandate, no dark corners. In 2026, the world tells our children that privacy is their highest right. But in a godly home, we understand that privacy is for adults, protection is for children. Darkness thrives in secret spaces. The digital fortress has a no dark corners mandate. This means no devices in bedrooms ever. No phones behind closed doors. No passwords that the father does not know. Light exposes the darkness. Ephesians 5:13. By keeping the digital life in the common areas, the living room, the kitchen, you prevent the secret sins that lead to shame and addiction. You aren't spying. You are providing a safety net of accountability. If a child knows their screen is visible to the architect, they are far less likely to wander into the woods. Pillar 7. The AI resilience training, the future-proofing. We are living in the age of the great deception. In 2026, AI can mimic your voice, your face, and your history. Digital kidnapping and deepfake scams are the new frontier of spiritual and physical warfare. Every digital fortress must have a non-digital, unhackable, safe word, known only to the family members. Sit your family down. Choose a word something random like blue octopus or cedar mountain. If anyone ever calls, texts, or videos from a digital device claiming to be in trouble or asking for money information, they must provide the safe word. If they can't, it's a fake. You are future-proofing your family against the deceptions of the enemy. You are teaching your children that in a world of digital fakes, the only thing they can truly trust is the real-world bond of the family unit. These 7 pillars are the technical liturgy of your home. They require work. They require you to be a student of technology and a servant of Christ. But remember, the architect doesn't build the house for himself. He builds it so that the generations who come after him have a foundation that cannot be shaken. One of the most radical things a father can do in 2026 is allow his children to be bored. We have become terrified of silence and stillness. When our kids say, "Dad, I'm bored," we react as if they are in pain. We hand them a screen to numb the boredom. But boredom is the womb of creativity. It is in the boredom that a child learns to hear the voice of God. The digital fortress isn't just about keeping things out. It's about creating the space for something to grow in. When you remove the 24/7 stimulation of the algorithm, you are performing soul surgery on your children. You are teaching them that they are enough, without the likes. You are teaching them that the world is a place to be explored, not just consumed. This is a lot to manage. That's why I created the Digital Fortress Technical Checklist. It's a Word document that lists every setting, every router tweak, and every analog zone rule we just discussed. It's part of the Architect's Field Guide. Grab it in the link below. Let's be honest. Building a digital fortress will make you unpopular. Your kids will complain. Your neighbors will think you're extreme. Even some people in your church might say you're being legalistic. But look at the fruit of the open gate homes. Look at the skyrocketing rates of teen depression, the loss of biblical literacy, and the shattering of family bonds. In 2026, normal is broken. If you want a normal family, do what everyone else is doing. But if you want a hope alive family, you must be willing to be a cultural outlier. The digital fortress is an act of paternal love. It is the highest form of protection. You are not restricting your children. You are liberating them from a system that wants to commodify their attention and delete their innocence. Tonight, I want you to walk through your house. Don't look at the furniture. Look at the gates. Look at the phones charging on the nightstands. Look at the smart speakers in the kitchen. Ask yourself, who is the loudest voice in this room? If it isn't yours, and if it isn't God's, it's time to pick up the tools. It's time to start the build. The walls are down, Nehemiah, but the King is with you. I'm the voice of Hope Alive family. And if you are still not a member of the Hope Alive family, consider subscribing for episode 3, the Liturgy of the Table, where we learn what to do once the screens are off and the family is finally together. May your fortress be strong and your hope be alive.